You care if I start off with my DJ Khaled impression?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tell him to bring the whole ocean. Tell him to bring the whole ocean. Bring the whole ocean.
I forgot how unhinged he is.
That was DJ Khaled, and I am Evan Hall. I'm one of the hosts of this snack podcast. It's my co-host,
DJ Gabe.
Welcome to another episode of our podcast where we acquire and review and eat snacks. Mm-hmm. And this podcast is the famous podcast that is also known as the Super Tasters Podcast.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean. Tell him to bring out the whole ocean. Tell him to bring out the whole ocean. Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Starring DJ Khaled. Now today we've got a bunch of fan snacks, and it's all jerky, which is really fun. A fun little thing that we did.
Yeah.
It's almost all from one shipment, and then we have this additional piece of jerky, so we decided to throw it in here too. So thank you again for the fan snack submissions.
Yeah, thank you to the special fan that gave me the beef jerky.
The extra special fan. Okay, so yeah, why don't we crack into this? What do you want to start with? Maybe the jerky sticks?
That sounds good.
All right, so what do we have here? So these are all the same brand. Aside from this is a Tillamook piece from the actual Tillamook factory or whatever it is in Oregon.
Yeah.
That a buddy of ours got. Very nice, very nice. And then, of course, we've got all of these jerkies from Righteous Fellow? Is that Felon? Oh, uh-oh. Righteous Felon jerky. So they make these in prisons. All of the pieces taste like license plate metal, like you're eating pennies.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, we've got every variety of jerky imaginable here. I mean, we've got a habanero Escobar. We've got Soul Survivor. That's a little Korean barbecue inspired. Mm-hmm. We've got Teriyaki Balboa. We've got Truffalo Bill. We've got Baby Blues Barbecue. You want to read some of those guys off?
Sure. And then we got Bourbon Franklin.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's like a Benjamin Franklin. Did he have an eye patch?
We have these all have eye patches because they're felons. This is
of course.
Maryland Monroe. And then we got OG Hickory.
Yeah, so, and these are all types of animals, probably just all cow.
They're all cow, yeah.
We said, tell him to bring the whole forest. Tell him to bring the whole forest. And they did. And then we've got these two jerky sticks. This one's fiery habanero. My fridge, I set it to explode in 30 minutes. And it looks like we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. I've got fiery habanero beef stick. What do you got?
I have a street taco inspired al pastor and pineapple pork stick.
Wow, that's a lot crazier than mine is.
Made with 100% pork, raised with no antibiotics or added hormones, no added nitrates.
I almost forgot, which I've been forgetting.
Yeah.
I've got my snack news here. We're a couple episodes, but I haven't been doing it, but I have been chronicling the new snacks that are coming out. So some of these are going to be a little bit older. And some of these are going to be a little bit more new. I'm going to try to do these rapid fire, shoot these off real quick. So I'll start from newest and I'll work my way backwards. So we got some Cholula salsa that's coming out. If you're a Cholula fan, great hot sauce, similar to Tapatio. Also, the Cholula tequila hot sauce. That's one of those older things, but it's got tequila in it, so much so that I think it's got like a 2% ABV, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
It's probably not 2%. It's probably 1.8. I'll take a look at the picture. We've also got Takis coming out with a new flavor, Dragon Sweet Chili. Hare's, one of our favorite brands, because they make that delicious, the prime rib,
the baby back ribs.
Barbecue ribs flavor. Great brand. Hare's is coming out with a couple new flavors. They've got tomato pie, roast pork sandwich, and Korean barbecue. Utz is coming out with a Mike's Hot Honey flavor. If you've ever used Mike's Hot Honey, it's like a spicy honey you can cook with, or just suck out of the bottle like you're breastfeeding from a spicy bee. Doritos is coming out with a Jumpin' Jack cheese flavor that I believe is available now. They're coming out with a brand called Jenny's is coming out with a Pop-Tart brown sugar cinnamon ice cream. So a Pop-Tart flavored ice cream. That's Jenny's. Pringles, which we've seen one of these in stores, but we're waiting so we can get all of them, are coming out with a Harvest Blend variety of multi-grain chips. Then they're going to be barbecue, home-style ranch flavored, sea salt, and Harvest cheddar. So those are their Harvest Blend line. They're coming out with an extra cheddar Doritos. Sun Chips coming out with a Monterey Jack and Harvest tomato flavor. Natural Valley. I think it's supposed to be Nature Valley. The
Ranch? No, not ranch.
No, the bars, like the oats.
Yeah.
They're coming out with some like savory. I think these are bars. Some of these notes are a little bit older. But the flavors are white cheddar, smoky barbecue, and also an everything bagel flavor. Pringles coming out with a sizzling, spicy Mexican chili lime flavor. Haven't seen that anywhere on the shelves. We haven't been very lucky with our Pringles grabs, though. Still
It's true.
waiting, holding out hope to get that Minecraft Suspicious Stew flavor, and I'm not going to order on eBay for $20. Old Bay is coming out, or Goldfish, rather, is coming out with an Old Bay seasoning flavored goldfish. Sounds really
It's
interesting.
a return, right? Isn't that something that has been out before?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe a lot of these are returns. If I haven't heard of them before, I'm going to mention them as new to me at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll do recurring flavors. They'll bring stuff back throughout the seasons. Taco Bell is making a Baja Blast ice cream. M&M's are making cake bites. Pillsbury is coming out with a Funfetti popcorn. And they are releasing a tangy pickle / Cool Ranch Doritos bag for Doritos. So it's going to be a combo flavor where there's Cool Ranch and also tangy pickle, which is a little obnoxious because I would like to try the tangy pickle on its own, and I've already tried Cool Ranch. But that's pretty much everything worth note. That's been your snack news. Just trying to do that rapid fire so we can get into the snacks. Some of that's going to be older news, a couple months old, because I've been forgetting to do it, okay? I've been forgetting to do it. I said, tell them to bring the whole news organization. Oh my God. All right, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the whole episode. All right, let's get into these beef sticks.
What have you done to us, DJ?
Ooh, that smells really good. I really like the jerky that we had last episode, like the healthier jerky. It had like a really soft texture. Do you remember that stuff?
Yeah, the Epic Bar. I think it's Epic Brand Bar.
Yeah, epic. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Bite and swap.
The casing is really shiny, and it feels like really oily when you lick it. Like kind of slippery. Do it.
Nope, I'm good. You want to take another bite so I don't have to bite that?
Wow. Yeah, you can taste the pepper from the habanero.
The Al Pastor street taco one
A little spicy.
is very good.
This is pretty good. I think that the predominant flavor is just pepper and spice. So it's good. It's pretty simple. Let's swap. So this is the Al Pastor pineapple pork stick.
I took the liberty of not deep throating your bite, so
Yeah, I like the sweetness from the pineapple. You can actually see it in the stick there.
yeah, the Al Pastor has a nice sweet and savory thing going on. You're right.
I like this a lot. This is a lot more complex. I like this.
You're right about the habanero though. It does have a nice habanero flavor.
Yeah. Very peppery, very spicy. This is great. I really like sweet jerkies. Or, not jerky, pork stick, whatever, sausage. Oh, paleo friendly.
Oh.
It is Pride Month. I started joking while I was saying that. I was going to say it is Pride Month, but it's a silly little joke. A silly little joke I was trying to get out, but I started choking. Gabe doesn't know Heimlich. He would have let me die.
I can figure it out.
By the way, if you see me just sweat pooling from my hat. We got the lights on, and it is so
It's another
hot
warm.
today,
It's a
dude.
return to form on the snack podcast.
pull
It's
off
a hot day.
my hat, and it's gonna look like the elevator from The Shining, just with sweat instead of blood. And I hate to say it, but tell them to bring the whole ocean. That's how much water is gonna be under this hat.
I like that you used the Shining example.
Yeah.
And you said water instead of blood, where you could have just used like any other wave
Go
of
ahead.
water.
Okay, bring
you
up
know?
a fun pop culture reference then. Happy Feet.
Is there waves in Happy Feet?
Oh wait.
Are you thinking of Surf's Up?
There's. When I think Happy Feet, I think tell them to bring the whole ocean. This is great.
Oh, these are both really good.
That one's pretty good. I put that mid. I put this in the good pile. Yeah.
The Al Pastor, like you said, is more complex. I do like how much habanero is here, but I feel like they could have put in a little bit.
Well, let's start with some of the more plain flavors. I mean, this is also habanero, so maybe we want to have this on the back of that. This is the habanero Escobar. You want to crack open this?
Sure.
Woo! It smells a little sweeter
Does
than the stick.
You're right. It smells like there's something kind of sweet and kind of tangy in there, which is nice because it's like
Ooh, it's very soft, or it feels soft at least.
I see pepper seeds, which is nice. I'm a big fan of habaneros. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't care.
Good jerky texture. It does have a very mild sweetness.
Like onion?
An onion sweetness? Is that what you're saying? It's like a fruitiness, I think.
Onion powder. Oh, molasses. Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm dumb.
I just took a bite of this thing and it sprayed peppers everywhere.
See, this is what they should have done with the beef stick, because this is.
It's definitely a more rounded out flavor.
Yeah, the habanero may not be as prominent, but the spice is there, and it's just a nicer flavor.
This actually isn't as spicy as that one, I would say though.
No, but
This
it's
is
better
closer
tasting.
to like this is closer to like a sweet and spicy, like a teriyaki beef. This is good.
Yeah,
It's a quality jerky.
definitely. Yeah, I like that a lot more.
Habanero Escobar. I'll get another piece. You see anything else that's like kind of a more plain flavor? I think the Rocky
Plain?
Boa.
Yeah,
trying to
the
start
OG
mild.
hickory.
Whew, it's hot today. This is probably not a good day to eat spicy foods, but
This smells good
with
too.
a stomach like mine, when is a good day to eat spicy foods? I'm gonna need to clear my palate real quick.
Well, you were saying that you've,
No. I
All right.
don't want to talk about my stomach problems.
We're about to get too
Where's the
personal.
snack podcast, dude?
That's true. That's true. Uh-oh. I dove right in.
All right. This is just hickory.
The smoky and savory OG classic.
Made the mistake of trying to bite two pieces at the same time.
So I feel like, and this is, I feel like, can be said about most just original, like, smoked beef jerky flavors, is because there's not, like, a sort of marinade, you're already running into, like, a little bit tougher. Well, maybe there is a marinade on the back, but I feel like the more ingredients you put in, not only does it add complex flavor, but
does
I feel
seem
like
a little
it makes it more tender.
You're right, like the acid or something from the other flavors tenderizes it more. This one does seem a little bit thicker, harder to chew.
It still tastes good, though. And it's not, like, impossible to chew. It's not, like, super dry.
No, it's the worst jerky I've ever tasted. Whoever submitted this should be ashamed of themselves.
What the hell?
No, but you know what's funny about beef jerky? I feel like tomorrow our jaws are going to be sore.
Maybe yours. I have a pretty powerful jaw.
You know, you do have the gift of the gab. You can't stop yapping.
That's true.
That's what we've always said about Gabe. He just can't stop yapping.
I do be yapping. I do be chewing.
And so we started the podcast. Hoping to release some of that energy for him.
I go to the gym and I hang weights from my lower jaw and I just call them mouth closes, Just I have to be so careful when I chew, otherwise I will cut right through my tongue.
Yeah, you guys bite your tongue. When Gabe bites his tongue, it has to regrow
That's
like
true.
like a starfish arm.
And I only have a couple of those before I have to get a full tongue transplant.
Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe middle of the road? Because it's
Yeah.
not bad. It's probably one of the best original jerkies I've had.
Pretty normal. All right, what else do we have? I feel like teriyaki is a good place to go next. Mm-hmm. What is this? Maryland Monroe.
Hickory smoke show with a kiss of Chesapeake crab spice.
Let's do teriyaki and then we'll do Maryland Monroe. Oh, like Maryland crabs. Yeah. I got it.
We get it. We're getting there.
Woo! At least I'm not going to have the meat sweats.
Just the normal sweats.
And
then the meat
And
sweats.
then the meat sweats, yeah. It smells really good.
So, ooh, wow. Tangy teriyaki with a punch of pepper. Yeah, very tender right away.
A lot more tender than the original, yeah.
Wow, look at the ingredients list. A lot went into that.
This one is okay. But I feel like it's not as sweet and not as spicy as the habanero Escobar.
The habanero Escobar was pretty good. I mean, it's like you said, good heat, good sweetness.
Yeah. I'm feeling middle of the road on this one.
Yeah, it's not bad. I feel like I've had better teriyaki jerkies, but
Yeah.
I do like the tenderness though.
Yeah, I mean, marinade's the way to go. I would like to experiment and try making our own beef jerky one of these days.
That'd be cool.
I got a freezer full of ostrich meat. I do not know what to do with
That's true. You have a bunch of illegal poached ostrich meat that you did by yourself without
Well, I feel like it's
my help or consent. Go ahead.
fair game if you see an ostrich because that's one of the few birds that can kill a human, you know.
That's true.
One of the very few birds that can kill a human, so I feel like we're just getting ours, you know.
It might not be like the most dangerous game, but it's a pretty dangerous game.
It's a pretty dangerous game to hunt an ostrich. If he sees you coming, there's a good chance you won't make it. You know you can ride ostriches?
Really? They're strong enough to ride?
Technically, no.
Yeah, you can ride dogs too. I mean, they're not strong enough to carry
It
you,
is
but
considered inhumane, but if you get a big enough ostrich and a small enough person, it's usually like a kid, like a petting zoo. You ride them for like 10 minutes, like not too long. They're fun. Yeah. But it has to be a really small kid because they have ostrich races that they do with adults. Really considered like not PETA friendly because very strenuous for the ostrich.
I imagine.
Does not and the ostrich, it's not a chocobo, right? So the shape of the ostrich's spine is not designed to carry a rider.
Really?
So it's very painful for them
Oh.
if you weigh too much. So that's why you just do a kid, big ostrich, just a couple minutes, boom.
Or maybe maybe stick to horses. You know?
No!
Because they're big and dumb and strong.
No!
I want to ride Big Bird.
Big bird run fast. Yeah, ostriches are really cool. They can kill you.
What do you think? Do you want to go like Bourbon,
go
Maryland,
bourbon.
or do you want to go Soul Survivor and compare
I'm going bourbon.
Bourbon? Yeah. All right. I have a feeling, I have a hope at least, that Soul Survivor is going to be the better version of the teriyaki.
Does Soul Survivor
Balboa.
look like he's wearing like
Samurai armor?
Japanese samurai armor?
Yeah, and he's a. It's
Let me
supposed
just smell this. Whew, smells pretty good. Questionable. That's okay.
It's a bit of a mixed bag of cultures there, mixed blend.
He's shorter too.
Unless there was.
He's shorter because look, this goes up to 69. There's in the picture of the mug shots, they have like the height in the background. This goes up to 69. This goes up to 69. This one only goes up to 66. All the other bags.
Teriyaki Balboa is also at 66.
Is Stallone
But
short?
he's not coming in at 66. He is taller, but they are much taller than the 60. Yeah, I don't know. People are different heights.
Asians are short. That's what they're trying to say.
So this is an American dream of bourbon and vanilla bean. Bourbon Franklin.
I like that. It feels like an enhanced OG Hickory.
The vanilla kind of comes in at the end.
It's really subtle. which is probably for the best. Because vanilla and beef. Kind of an interesting choice. I like it. I like that quite a bit. There's not really any, like, heat to it. But it's got the tenderness, unlike the OG hickory. And it's got a little bit more of a complex flavor. God, they really went all out with the art on the shoulder hair, huh?
They sure did.
The cow shoulder hair. You guys hear about that? Because these are like cows, but they look like minotaurs. You guys hear about that Minotaur book where the girl has sex with the Minotaur?
I think you just read it. I think it was just you.
I read a few excerpts.
It does not count as bestiality. He is half man.
I said, tell him to bring the whole bull. I know, it was only funny the first time, but I like screaming on the podcast. I'll put this in the really good section. No, but in the Minotaur book, because, you know, the people on the book side of the internet are a little bit more wild. They're a little bit more
freaky,
feral.
Dude. What the heck?
So there's a book that I heard about of this girl that works at like a fantasy farm, because there's like goblins and stuff or whatever, and there's Minotaur, and her job is essentially like milking the minotaurs, which is exactly what you would imagine, and that's what the book's about. She's milking the minotaurs, and then she falls in love with one of them. And
That sounds terrible. That sounds crazy. But like,
and
where do you get the book, though?
You think bull on head, human on bottom,
Yeah.
maybe hoofs, but no, big old bull penis.
Oh, those are whack.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyways, I won't go into it too much
Into
more.
detail? I mean, you gotta...
I read the synopsis because I was curious. Let's go into. I think I want to try the Maryland Monroe. So yeah, but now you can think about that when you're looking at the bowls on the packaging.
I'm good. I don't think I will.
She started her job and she was like, "Yeah, tell him to bring the whole bucket. We're gonna need the whole bucket." What do you think? Good smell.
Ooh.
It feels tender.
It's kind of
Oh
smoky.
look, there's like a little piece of fat there.
Hey. The celery powder, instant hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that little piece of fat I got. Makes me feel like they use real meat, you know?
As opposed to like using like the meat from the cartoon cows, you know. They're using real beef.
Are you familiar with the criticisms against processed food and factory farms?
Yes.
Dude, why would you make a little silly joke right then? You thought that was silly joke time? Where's the clock on the wall? Because I didn't hear a little Felix the cat
Yeah.
clock
the tail.
dinging joke o'clock.
It's always joke o'clock.
Silly goose hour.
This is...
It's all right. I feel like it's hard. If you were just eating it blind, it'd be hard to nail down the flavor.
I like it. I would probably put it like in between for me.
Right down the middle.
Because I like this more than I think the OG Hickory. I think I actually like it a little bit more than Teriyaki Balboa, too.
The more I'm eating of these, the more I want to like push the OG to the right. Like,
But, I mean, yeah. If you just had that, you'd probably like, yeah, it's a pretty decent beef jerky. But like when you're comparing it to like some
Yeah, these
crazy
are
flavors, you know,
Yeah,
like
but
how are you
go
supposed to
right over
compare?
I'm thinking boom, 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 or boom, boom, boom. But starting with that next.
The Baby Blues barbecue.
Baby Blues sweet barbecue blend of habanero and serranos.
Yeah, it's
Sounds great.
made with
What is up? Like
Baby Blues barbecue.
What is a pepper field called?
A pepper field?
Like a field of peppers, like that. Like from which Peter Piper would like pluck.
Pick a peck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess a pepper plantation.
Okay. Tell them to bring the whole plantation. When I see 2 peppers in the beef jerky. I might put like little segments on the YouTube video so people know when to mute.
Can you actually cut out everything except for the DJ Khaled impressions? And then,
cut
like,
out
they have to put it together.
The only part of the podcast is me doing a DJ Khaled impression.
Yeah, they have to put together like what we thought based on you telling them what to bring the whole of.
That smells pretty good.
I think it smells really good.
It's pretty tender. One of the most tender of these that we've tried so far. Ooh, yeah. That's really nice. I'm surprised it's not more spicy considering there's habanero and serrano in here. Mm-hmm. But the flavor is great. Yeah, this is probably my favorite flavor of these so far.
Really?
Yeah.
I need a second opinion.
Because it definitely beats the Bourbon Franklin for me. And I think it just edges out the habanero Escobar. Even though I like the heat of the habanero, I'm surprised these aren't more spicy, but as far as jerky, it's really solid. Oh, he's got a little tattoo of a little lady on his arm. That's the milking lady. That's why her arm is so strong.
Yeah.
It's hard
He's
work.
the Minotaur. Mm-hmm. I also really like this. I don't think it beats the habanero Escobar for me. I think habanero Escobar is still, and then that Al Pastor pork stick
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the pork stick is
are
great.
both really good.
I was just comparing the jerkies, so I don't know why you mentioned that, but...
It's relevant. They're in the same pile.
What will my next DJ Khaled joke be? Just completely silent on Gabe's end. He does not want to feed into that at all. He does not want that to continue.
It was very fun, and then as it went along, I was like, I think I'm liking this less.
All right, which one? Maybe Truffalo Bill. We end with the Soul Survivor.
That was my gut as well.
Soul Survivor feels like a strong place to end. It just feels cool, you know, the Soul Survivor.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping, which I think would be a good sign, that this smells like truffle right off the bat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, yeah, that does have a strong mushroomy truffle scent. Tell him to bring the whole Mushroom Kingdom? Yes. It's just getting worse and worse.
You didn't even commit to it that time. You just said it.
I am going to have to put the clip at the beginning so people know what the hell I'm talking about, dude. All right. Truffalo Bill, potent pioneer of the American flavor frontier. It doesn't tell you a whole lot about the flavors, but...
Surprise, surprise. I love beef jerky. I love truffle. Mm-hmm. This is great.
They did a great job getting that truffle flavor in there.
This
I
is-
can't imagine it's easy
This is so good.
for beef jerky. Yeah.
This
That's
is
great.
tied for me with habanero Escobar.
I put it tied, but with my favorite, with the Baby Blues barbecue.
This is a great idea, putting truffle in beef jerky. But like I said, I love truffle.
It's a good combo.
I understand that truffle is not for everybody. I happen to like it, and so I pretty much like it in any iteration it comes. When they put truffle into something, I'm excited.
Great flavor. Truffle is one of those, like, they're like spendy too, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like saffron.
I am, because it's hard to get. As far as I know, I have not looked into if there is, like, modern ways now, but at least when I last heard, the only way to get truffles is to have, like, a truffle-sniffing dog or pig. because they're like buried pretty deep in the ground, but they can smell the truffle.
So you have to do that then.
Yeah, because it's like you have to be able to.
I thought they just did it for fun.
No, as far as I know, that's the way to do it because you have to have a creature. You have to have a monstrosity that like their nose is sensitive enough to be able to smell the truffle smell.
I think I could sniff them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, you hold out 3 bags, mix them up, and then hold them in front, and I'll sniff out the truffles.
Without opening the bag.
No, you have to open them.
You're saying that you'll be able to smell truffle out of 3 beef jerkies and 2 of them don't have truffle in them?
Exactly. Okay, don't open them. Don't open them.
Yeah.
Put them up to my nose one by one.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh, that smells like nothing. That smells like paper.
Okay.
Next one.
Go ahead.
Where is it? Okay, next one. Okay, open them. I can't smell anything.
I'm not going to open them because you're going to be able to smell the truffle.
Come on, come on.
I'm sorry to
Just
tell you.
waft it, waft
You are
it.
not a truffle-smelling dog.
Okay, I'm going to guess it was the second one that you put in front of me.
No.
No, because now you mixed them up. Okay, open them, open them, open
It was
them.
the last one. I feel like this.
Okay, that's truffles.
Okay.
Okay. That's truffles.
Yeah.
Tell them to bring the aromas. All right.
The first word you said was truffles? Baby blues.
I was making a joke. All right, let's get into the last flavor. I knew I could do it. Yeah, what do they need those dogs for?
Yeah. You could smell truffle in a bag of beef jerky truffle.
We have Korean barbecue inspired Soul Survivor with a stash of sesame slash. I see the sesame. Wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, smell that. That's exactly. As a.
It smells like bulgogi.
I was going to say, as a Korean myself, now I may not look it because I am only a quarter Korean. Mm-hmm. My grandma was a first generation Korean immigrant, and I am not. I know Korean inspired bulgogi marinade when I smell it. Oh, it smells great. That's great.
You want to hear something controversial?
Sure.
I think Korean barbecue should replace teriyaki as a flavor when it comes to beef jerky.
I don't think that's controversial. I think that's bold. I think that's inspired. I think that's... What do they call it when you're ahead of the curve? Like future thinking?
I'm gonna say progressive.
There's a better word for it. Sorry.
Genius.
No, it's...
Handsome.
It's like when you take risks, you know? To try something that no one's tried before, you know?
Innovative.
Innovative. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Good thing we just had to get through every single synonym for innovative.
It's true. It's true.
That's my favorite. I like
That
the
one-
artwork too.
Truffalo Bill, habanero Escobar,
Yeah. Goats.
goats. Well, cows, but goats.
You know, I said that and I knew that you would say something. But I said, you know, after the 10 DJ Khaled lines, I'll give him the dad joke. That is very, very, very good. I'm gonna steal another piece.
I grew up loving teriyaki beef jerky. And if you're not gonna have Korean barbecue as an option, I'll still probably get it. But in no universe am I going teriyaki over Korean barbecue.
It's in our blood. It's in our DNA.
Man, yeah, there may be a bias, but however, I think if you did a blind taste test for like other people that don't have that, aren't familiar with it, try Korean barbecue over teriyaki. You know,
It's a good idea to do a blind taste test because They have like stronger senses, you know? Their other senses are stronger.
That's true.
Because you're talking about just enlisting blind people to do food testing for companies. Yeah. Yeah. They could smell those truffles in the ground, dude. Pop a couple leashes, collars on these blind people. A couple blind people rolling around in the dirt, sniffing around. You know what I'm talking about? They'll find those truffles, man. They'll find them, dude. Strong sense of smell. It's okay. They can't hear this.
Oh my god.
Right. Oh, wait. All right. Awesome. Well, we got one piece of beef left. This is deli-style old-fashioned beef jerky from Tillamook. Save the best for last, let's hope. This is just like one, it's literally just one slice. Expired. No, I'm just kidding. I can crack that bad boy open. Tillamook, famous for their ice cream and their cheese. Mm-hmm. They also make beef jerky. You may not have known. If you know, now you know.
If you don't know, now
well,
you know.
if you know, then you probably knew. But if you hadn't known, then now you know. That tear pretty easy.
It does. It tastes very easy, which I feel like bodes well. And the flavor is supposed to be...
I know that I'm sweating too much because
old-fashioned.
I must be dehydrated because this water tastes so good. Tastes like 127 Hours when James Franco, as soon as he gets out of the rock, spoiler alert, he lives and he dunks his head into like a nasty, muddy puddle of water with like all types of amoeba and stuff. And he's just like the first water he's had in days and just...
You need
That's
it,
what I
you know?
feel like drinking this water.
Your body's like, I need it.
Ooh, strong.
Very smoky.
Almost has like a fishy smell. Like they cooked it in the same place where they're making smoked salmon. But only a super smeller would pick up on that.
Right. It's interesting that
that's my other podcast. That's my other podcast.
A smoked meat smells like another smoked meat. Interesting. Yeah, you must be a super smeller. Ooh.
It's got a good bite.
It's got a great texture.
Yeah. That's real beef. You remember when you tried some of that cow meat that we had that was like from an actual... sounds stupid. From a real, like, butchered cow. Like, you knew the guy that had the cow, right? I like tried some of that beef.
You're saying one that was not commercially farmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that tastes like. Tastes real.
This is really good.
They must have chopped up one of their milk cows, one of their dairy cows they were using for their cheeses. They're getting a little old. Tell them to bring the guillotine.
All right, he brought it back.
This is very good. I can see why they sell it in like single pieces. It's probably very expensive.
But it's like, it's simple, but
It's so hot in here.
it's pretty warm. But it like delivers on what it's going for very well.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Great flavor. That's like high class beef jerky.
Yeah.
Feels like if your like uncle went hunting and he brings home like deer jerky and he's like, I made this myself.
Right.
Like, whoa.
Or for people that didn't do musical theater, maybe you went hunting.
Touche. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I put that with the best of the best, honestly. Like that's very, very good. I like how easy it is to chew too. Like it's very tender. Mm-hmm. Very easy to chew.
I think it's just like a nice thin piece.
Oh man.
You know?
Thank you so much for all the fan submissions. We do have a couple more that we're gonna get through next episode. Mm-hmm. We are so backlogged on snacks, which is,
good problem to have.
Good problem to have.
Champagne problem.
But we really appreciate people sending stuff in. We will always try it. Sometimes, if we both, if you send us a regular bag of Doritos and we had it before, it's like, we're not going to eat this on the podcast, but we will eat it. But thank you so much for all this stuff. It's all brand new to us and it's very tasty. And I think it's time for the weird food.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum. All right, we're back with our weird food. First, we have another fan submission, right? This was a fan submission.
Yeah.
These are Tapatio pickles. So these are Tapatio pickle slices. Neither of us have tried before, so we're going to try these on their own. First of all, smells like a pickle. Kind of just tastes like a spicy dill.
Yeah.
You maybe get a little bit of that Tapatio flavor.
At the very end. It is a nice pickle chip, though. It's a good.
They're
quality
good,
pickle.
but for I don't know how much these cost. How often are you going to buy them? You know, over regular pickle slices. It's a fun little novelty item, though.
Well, definitely going that over regular. You want a little bit of a kick. You know, it's definitely better than just like a regular pickle.
It's got a and it's got a nice little spice to it.
I might be a little crazy. I might be a little bit like overindulgent. But if I was gonna get something that's like Tapatio or like Tabasco, I feel like the pickles, like their brine, should be red in the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's going to turn a lot of customers off. But
That could be. That could be.
so our weird food today, recommended by a fan. We got peanut butter and pickles. This is a peanut butter and pickle sandwich made with these very same Tapatio pickles.
Because that's the pickles we had.
My co-host doesn't think that's a very good experiment, but I think they taste close enough to a normal pickle slice that it won't really matter.
No, I think it's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna take a big bite and I'm gonna pass it off to you. Peanut butter and pickle sandwich. Here we go. Tell them to. No. It's been laid to rest.
I've heard of peanut butter and pickle sandwiches before. I have never wanted to try it. But you know, we like to try interesting things here, you know?
You know, I'll say this. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it's just, like, not great. It's not, like, rancid. I think the peanut butter actually takes away a lot of the pickle flavor.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I'll say. When it comes to taste, the peanut butter and bread does not enhance the pickle in any way.
Yeah.
The pickle does not enhance the peanut butter and bread in any way. It is a nice texture. Like, it's an interesting texture biting into something like kind of smooth, like a peanut butter. Then you get like a pickle texture.
Yeah. Well, I feel like sweet pickles are not a new thing. And savory peanut butter is not a new combination because you get like peanut butter burgers or whatever. I think maybe if you put like a piece of turkey or something in there, like turkey breast, there's something that can maybe bring both those flavors in. As in, like, you have a water molecule and you have an oil molecule, and they don't mix. But the soap molecule
Binds
is
them.
shaped in such a way it can bring them both in. Where if you have like a piece of turkey or some type of meat that works well with both those things, can bring it all together and make it more cohesive.
Yeah.
Man, that's the smartest thing I've ever said. Right?
Yeah, man. Tell them to bring the whole science book.
That's right. All right. Well, yeah, it's not terrible. I don't think I'd do it again, but it's just it's kind of boring, surprisingly.
Yeah. They don't clash, but they don't enhance each other. It's not worth
Agreed.
going out of your way, in my opinion. Unless peanut butter is one of your favorite foods of all time, and pickles is one of your favorite foods of all time.
We're trying.
Good
We're
news.
trying.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you for all of the fan snacks. Thank you for the submission for a weird food. And thank you for joining us on this episode. Once again, we've been the Super Tasters podcast. I am your host, Evan.
And I'm Gabe.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, I'm going to let Gabe lead this one. Better be funny. Make peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Just kidding, it's gross.
It's gross. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's been the Tell them to bring the whole audience for the podcast.